Aloha and welcome back to Council Conversations. I'm Val Aquino Okimoto, your City and County Budget Chair. According to the City Charter, the Council may at any time request a City Auditor to conduct a performance audit of city agencies. Joining us today is Acting City Auditor Troy Shimasaki, who will discuss the most recent audit of the Office of Economic Revitalization. Let's listen to Troy as he discusses how his team conducts an audit and what they found.
There were 4 audit objectives for our office when pursuing this audit of the Office of Economic Revitalization. The first was to evaluate OER's efforts to carry out its responsibilities as set forth in Resolution 20-197. Second was to assess OER's goals and initiatives to identify any redundancies or inconsistencies with other existing efforts in the city. Third was to compare OER's functions, activities, and goals with other jurisdictions and agencies. And our fourth objective was to make recommendations as appropriate. The Office of Economic Revitalization had 8 areas of responsibility assigned to it from Resolution 20-197. They made measurable progress towards 3 and made very little or no progress towards 5. The 8 areas of responsibility assigned to OER represented the City Council's priorities for economic recovery. The 3 areas of responsibility that they did make measurable progress was economic response and recovery, funding identification and management for purpose of economic revitalization, and small business development. The 5 areas where they fell short included economic development and investment, economic improvement projects, business resource hub, sector-specific economic support, and establishing an economic revitalization commission. Because OER only accomplished 3 of the 8 responsibilities, the program fell short of expectations, and there were missed opportunities to provide a more comprehensive recovery for Honolulu's economy. So for a program to justify its existence, it needs to have evidence that the value justifies its recurring cost. So from a transparency and accountability perspective, government agencies should quantify and specifically identify how it provided value to taxpayers. It is not enough to stand on unsubstantiated value. So one of our audit findings also found that OER's programs overlapped with city and state programs that currently exist. So internally, OER established 7 program areas for economic revitalization. We found that 3 program areas were duplicative of both city and state programs. 4 program areas were similar to programs administered by other city departments. And 6 program areas were similar to programs administered at the state level. What was more troubling, though, for us from an audit perspective was a lack of a comprehensive plan that would demonstrate coordination with these other agencies and how OER's initiatives were either complementary or different from those supported by other government agencies. If OER established a comprehensive plan with key performance indicators and measurable outcomes, it would not only allow the agency to monitor its progress, but it would also provide the City Council and public assurance on how their taxpayer dollars are being spent and what value they are receiving. With federal ARPA funds terminating in December of 2026, which supported OER's administrative and program efforts, we question whether general fund dollars would be a wise investment for the program as currently structured. The city has not committed any program funds to support OER programs after the ARPA funds end in December of 2026. While OER states that it will pursue other state, federal, and private funding sources, those are not assured, and given the current economic climate, seems less likely. The city's administration and city council should reassess OER's functions and consider restructuring the agency to better align with current resources. I think the most important recommendation from our audit report leans on establishing a comprehensive long-term plan that identifies funding sources, key program indicators, and coordination with other city and state agencies. This is key whether OER continues as it is currently structured or is restructured. This will go a long way toward establishing transparency and accountability for this very important city agency.
Thank you, Troy, and your team for conducting this audit. This kind of work is vital to our efforts in ensuring transparency and accountability for our community. For more information on the audit, visit bit.ly/OER audit. I'm Val Aquino Okimoto, and this is Council Conversations.